Welcome to Faceless Podcast. No visuals, just insights. Feel free to minimize the app, turn off your screen, and let the conversation follow you wherever you go.
So imagine you are taking a botanical remedy like every single day to heal your body.
Right.
And you trust it completely, because the bottle literally says 100% natural and traditional.
Yeah, you feel like you're making this really safe, holistic choice.
Exactly. But then, say, 6 months later, you're sitting in a specialist's office just staring at a medical scan that shows acute organ damage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And the doctor looks you right in the eye and tells you that that very same natural remedy is exactly what destroyed your liver.
Which is just a terrifying paradox for anyone to face.
It really is. And that startling paradox is basically the start of this massive controversy that is currently just setting the Indian internet on fire. So, welcome to today's deep dive.
It is a massive, sprawling collision of worlds, honestly.
It's everywhere right now. And our mission today is to really map out this explosive tension between traditional Ayurvedic medicine and modern evidence-based science. We're looking at a highly polarized, trending cultural flashpoint right now in March 2026.
And this isn't just, tucked away in dry medical journals.
No, not at all. It is playing out in viral live streams, intense video debates, and just a flood of digital discourse. And the absolute centerpiece of our deep dive today is this massive live stream debate titled, "Is Ayurveda a Pseudoscience?"
Yeah, that title alone is a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
And it features Dr. Cyriac Abby Philips going head-to-head against Vasundhara Sadini, who is an Ayurvedic advocate.
Well, before we unpack the biology and the history here, I think we really need to establish a crucial baseline for you listening.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a highly charged topic. I mean, it touches on deeply rooted cultural traditions and massive systemic healthcare policies. So we are not taking sides today.
We are definitely not.
Our goal is simply to impartially map out the arguments and ideas contained in this whole digital ecosystem. We just want to help you understand why this debate is happening right now.
Exactly. We're just here to read the landscape, not to tell you where to build your house.
I like that.
So to understand why this massive live debate happened in the first place, we kind of have to look at the primary catalyst. Like, who is Dr. Cyriac Abby Philips?
Well, looking at the sources, he's known online by his popular moniker, the Liver Doc.
Right.
And clinically, he is an Indian hepatologist, which means he's a liver specialist.
And what's fascinating here is how a liver specialist became the focal point of an alternative medicine debate. Like, why him?
Well, if you look at his video titles, he has one called Shocking New Study, What is Inside Your Ayurvedic and Homeopathic Medicine.
Yeah, a very subtle title.
Right, and another where he's reacting to an Ayurvedic doctor, Alka Vijayan, talking about fatty liver. The modern medical concern he's raising is specifically about liver toxicity. He's sounding the alarm about unregulated ingredients in these traditional supplements.
Okay, let's unpack this, because I think we need an analogy to help visualize what's actually happening here.
Sure.
So, if you're a hepatologist, your whole world is the body's filtration system.
Exactly, the liver.
Right. It's like being the mechanic who has to clean out an engine. If people are just pouring in these unregulated, mysterious additives like heavy metals or unstudied botanicals, you're the one who sees the damage firsthand.
That's a really good way to put it. You're the one pulling apart the clogged engine.
Yeah, because the liver has to process that entire chemical load. Yeah. And so his perspective is very much from the emergency room. He's not seeing the people who take a supplement and feel fine.
No, he's seeing the people whose systems physically break down.
Right.
And that clinical perspective is exactly what drives his broader claim. I mean, in another prominent source video, he literally says, "Healthcare in India is broken, let's fix it."
Which brings us from the clinic straight into the explosive main event, this live debate.
A flashpoint.
Exactly. So on March 14, 2026, this channel called Neurons hosts the debate between him and Vasundhara Sadini.
And the engagement on this was just staggering.
It really was. Nearly 173,000 views in just over a week.
Wow.
Yeah. And the core question they're debating is Ayurveda a pseudoscience?
Which is such a provocative question to ask about an ancient tradition.
It is. So what does it actually mean to apply that label of pseudoscience in this context?
Well, if we look at the debate, it's really a clash between ancient tradition and the demand for modern evidence-based validation.
Right.
Dr. Phillips is arguing from a place of modern science. He wants randomized controlled trials, peer review, and isolated variables.
He wants hard modern data.
Exactly. And Sadini, representing the Ayurvedic side, argues that Ayurveda has a different kind of evidence. It's based on thousands of years of longitudinal observational data.
Like they've been observing patients for centuries.
Yeah, and to them, that empirical precedent is validation. They focus on the holistic synergy of the plants, not just isolating a single chemical compound.
Which makes sense from that perspective.
Huh.
But the ecosystem around this debate is so dense.
Oh, absolutely.
Like it's so polarized that third-party channels are actually creating meta-content about it.
Oh, like the reaction videos?
Yeah. There's a channel called Logical IM, and they made a video literally titled, "I watched the Ayurveda versus science debate, so you don't have to."
That's when you know a topic has totally saturated the algorithm.
Totally. But here's where it gets really interesting.
Yeah.
If this is purely a scientific disagreement about clinical data and, liver enzymes, why is the rhetoric so absolute?
What do you mean?
Well, looking at another of his recent uploads, Dr. Phillips literally titles it, "Ayurveda as a career is a waste of your child's life."
Yeah, that is heavy.
Right. That's not a quiet scientific critique. That is an existential attack on an entire profession.
It really is.
So how does that change the nature of the conversation?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, this is exactly why the debate has transcended medical journals. It's become this fiery public spectacle.
Because it's personal now.
Exactly. It's no longer just about the efficacy of a specific botanical compound for fatty liver. It's about economics, education, careers, and the future of healthcare legitimacy. When you tell parents not to let their kids study this, you're attacking the infrastructure of the tradition.
You're trying to cut off the oxygen to the profession itself.
Precisely. And obviously that triggers an incredibly fierce defensive response from practitioners and cultural advocates.
Which makes total sense.
Yeah.
It turns a clinical disagreement into an institutional war.
And that institutional war doesn't just stay in medical circles. It ripples out into everyday pop culture.
Right, which brings us to the broader cultural echo chamber. Because Dr. Phillips has actually taken on massive national icons over this.
He has. The sources point out that he notoriously lashed out at Indian cricket superstar Virat Kohli.
Oh, wow, yeah. The Lolantop actually did a whole video discussing why the liver doc went after Kohli regarding his fitness routines.
Because Kohli incorporated Ayurveda, yoga, and homeopathy into his wellness regimen.
And Virat Kohli isn't just a guy. He is a cultural titan. He represents peak human fitness to millions of people.
Exactly. So when a sports hero says a traditional practice works for them, and then a doctor attacks that choice publicly,
it drags the debate right into everyone's living room.
It absolutely does.
But he doesn't just stop at celebrities. He goes straight to the government. He's widely labeled as the biggest critic of the Ayush ministry.
Right. And for context, the Ayush ministry is the government body in India responsible for alternative medicine.
Yeah, they fund hospitals and research for Ayurveda, yoga, homeopathy, all of that.
So by attacking them, he's shifting the debate from individual health choices to state-sponsored healthcare policies.
Right. It's about tax dollars and government legitimacy now.
Exactly. But it's also crucial to note that this isn't just an Indian conversation. This is part of a massive global reckoning about the value of Eastern medicine.
That's very true. I mean, look at the Healthy Gamer Dr. K and Dr. Mike video. That was a debate on this exact same topic between two huge Western medical creators.
And how many views did that get?
3.7 million views.
See, millions of people are invested in this because they are caught right in the middle.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener?
Yeah, think about your own life.
Exactly. Imagine you're just navigating your own health. When a national sports hero tells you a traditional practice works for them, but a hepatologist tells you it's unregulated pseudoscience that could destroy your liver.
It's completely overwhelming.
How do you, as an everyday patient, navigate that massive disconnect?
This raises an important question about the fundamental divide between cultural value and clinical value.
Okay, break that down for us.
Well, Eastern medicine holds immense cultural, historical, and even lifestyle value for millions. It offers comfort, routine, and arguably great placebo benefits.
Right, it's a deeply respected way of life.
Exactly. But the explosive friction happens at the point of intersection with acute clinical promises.
Like treating a diseased liver.
Right. When it crosses from general wellness into claiming it can cure acute medical conditions, that's when it crashes into modern science.
Because modern science demands that isolated, rigorous proof.
Yes, and that is the exact fault line where this debate just erupts.
Wow, it really is a perfect storm. Well, to wrap up our deep dive today, Let's just quickly look at the journey we took.
We covered a lot of ground.
We really did. We started with a single hepatologist, the liver doc, looking at liver toxicity and unregulated ingredients.
The mechanic looking at the clogged engine.
Exactly. And then we explored that viral debate over the very definition of pseudoscience and evidence. And finally, we uncovered this deeply polarized cultural battle that involves government ministries, celebrity athletes, and really the whole definition of modern healthcare.
It's fascinating. And, I want to leave you, the listener, with a final thought to kind of mull over today.
Yeah, what's your takeaway?
In a world where medical authority is increasingly debated on YouTube live streams,
Right.
and where legitimacy is basically decided by view counts and reaction videos, we really have to ask ourselves something. Is the democratization of healthcare debates making us more scientifically literate? Or is it just turning our personal health into the ultimate internet spectator sport?
Oh, man. That is a brilliant and honestly kind of terrifying question to end on.
It makes you think.
It really does. And that is exactly why we do these deep dives, to help you see the mechanisms behind the argument. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes. Thank you for listening.
Stay curious, keep questioning the information around you, and we will catch you on the next deep dive.